Well, honeys, good night, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good morning. Whatever time you see this. Y'all, listen. I don't know who's gonna come up in here. I don't know how y'all gonna come up in here. I noticed today too that I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation from laser. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Today we have nothing on our face, girl. Nothing. Okay, this is skin. Okay, hello. Maybe because it's nighttime too. I noticed that I was looking at my lighting the other day. I need to hurry up and have like my shit set up. Like y'all, when I tell y'all that, and I need to stop saying hoarder. I need to say somebody who buys shit and just buy shit. Sometimes I don't need the shit I buy. Just buy it. Like I buy it thinking that I may need it, if that makes sense. So I need to stop saying hoarder because I got into one of my sister gals. Okay, one of my sister gals. One of my sister gals was trying to read me down the other day and talk about some bitch. You need to get your house together. And I'm just like, bitch, first of all, you never came to my house. Second of all, bitch, you don't know what my girl, you will never get that opportunity to be here. Okay. Third of all, baby girl, I have service animals. I believe it's illegal for you to have a fucked up house, just like with children. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody could correct me with this. I don't know. You have service animals that are legally documented as a service animal, not an ESA animal, a service animal. And you have a house set up or the house ain't together, bitch, that would be illegal. Bitch, I can go to jail. In the state of California, it's illegal to have an animal not take care of your animal. So anyway, girl, I have to send her pictures of my house. Like, bitch, listen, girl, I just have shit I don't use. Okay, bitch, computers, girl. That's why we're licensed to carry a gun, girl. Okay, bitch, I have stuff here, girl, that I don't use. I get okay, and that's something that I'm working on. Okay, I don't got a man. I don't got children. I got fur children, but they're very simple. Girl, give them a good diet, and that's all they need. Get them some good toys. So anyway, girl, I'm not a hoarder. I like to say I just buy shit I don't need, girl. Okay. You say computers, girl, I got 7 of them. You say desktops, I got 5 of them. You say TVs, I got 5 of them. You say shoes, girl, I got 20 of them. Girl, I only wear 2 of them. You talk about clothes, and that's nothing too, bitch. I don't wear a lot of clothes, and I've been thinking, where do these fucking clothes come from? I've been thinking to myself, like, where did these clothes come from, bitch? I don't wear a lot of clothes. I'm a very simple bitch, okay? I'm very simple when it comes to things. I don't need a lot of things, okay? So anyway, I guess I get in a mood and I'm just like, bitch, I need to buy stuff. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna talk about some stuff right now, okay? So I'm enjoying my dinner. My dinner is a Premier Protein bar. Premier Protein, y'all, is very good. It's 30 grams protein. I'm sorry, baby. And I told you I've been intermittent fasting. And of course, when I break my fast, I try to eat, lean proteins, fruits and vegetables. I do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. In fact, I always have anyway. But something that I've been addicted to is the rind. Rind from Target. Shout out to Target and this company Rind. So it's actually dried fruit, nothing's in it. Of course, mangoes, watermelon. I just finished working out too right now, y'all. I feel like my lip is sweating. But like I said, we got nothing on our face, girl. Nothing. Okay. It's looking busted, but bitch, I don't give a fuck. Hello! Bitch, I don't give a fuck, girl. It's looking busted. And I don't give a fuck. How about that? Girl, from working out, girl. Look at that shit. All this in my motherfucking Porsche. Y'all see that? Ah! Ah! Anyway. So, y'all. So, of course, I'm stopping by here. Now that many of you give a fuck. I swear I be feeling like a lot of the people that are following me are just following me just to keep up with what the fuck I'm doing. I really be feeling that. Because I be feeling like I don't be getting interactions from my followers. And this is why I put so much into my in-person following. Okay, my in-person following, darling. Which, by the way, we're doing fabulous too. By the way, we're doing fabulous, darling. Yes, girl, we're doing fabulous. But anyway, so I wanted to go over very lightly, politely, and wisely. Okay, the alien deception video. Um, I did get some, I did get some feedback. Y'all, I did this video like Friday night late, like at 12:30 in the morning. And I couldn't believe I had the energy to do that. No, I did this Saturday. I'm sorry, Saturday night at 12 in the morning. And I didn't think I had energy to do it because I was literally in my class for like 12 hours. And it requires a lot of your attention. But I got some feedback from some of you. Shout out to you. Okay, I got some videos also sent to my Facebook about some tea. I got some emails as well from two of you. So, of course, I would want to read y'all comments. 24 Roxy, or Rox, Row XYX, I don't know, said that Rapture is also sung by Blondie. Let me just say this, and I have to be totally real with y'all because I be thinking, what be this shit? Like, what be this shit? If we're talking about pizza, what makes people think about apple pie? If we do a video on fucking and sucking, what makes people think about, oh, my cousin? And like I said, I don't know. I've been feeling like that's been going on a lot lately this year. I feel like communication has been off. Because we know that there are songs called Rapture. The whole purpose of the video was alien deception. And so I don't know who Row XYX is, never seen it before, they never commented. I haven't even checked this video, to be honest with you. So I don't even know how they even came across this video. But they said Rapture is also sung by Blondie, recorded in 1980, United States studio, Hollywood, California, released in 1981 during the start of the AIDS pandemic. And like I said, I don't know what that have to do with the whole video. I don't know. Maybe they watched the video, maybe they didn't. But that kind of threw me off for a minute. I'm just like, girl, I mean, there's a movie called Rapture. I mean, what's that have to do with Kenneth Albert Arnold? I did say in a video, I kept saying March. I meant to say April. April the 8th and April the 23rd were Mercury and Mars sextiles as well, okay? They were sextiling each other. And we know that freaky shit's about to break out. Rico actually commented and said this was very good and very deep on 777. I saw a company with the name Neptune. We know that 7 is connected to Neptune, which just so happened, that's why I brought up 7 being connected to Kenneth as well. And Neptune was doing a lot of stuff during that time. That's why I brought that up. And then Sexy Lexi 5960 said, wow, this is deep. I hope you don't mind me discuss this topic during our next Finny Lexer 101. You're amazing as always. Thanks so much, Gorgeous. Yes, come on in here, Sexy Lexi. I almost said your name. I know exactly who you are. So, just Debbie commented out and said, this video made the hairs on my arm stand up, girl. Creepy as hell. Your spiritual insight plus textbook tease is amazing. No one can do videos like you. Come on in here. This here is so wild, left it. Thank you so much, Debbie. I like my little feedback from y'all. I really do, y'all. I don't like to do shit just to do shit. Okay? I like to do shit with Phoebe. Okay? Bitch, I don't believe in wasting time. Time is precious. And then someone sent an email. Come on in here. She knows she is. I'm not excited because maybe she want to stay private. I don't know. She said, oh my God, Mystic, I love the first episode, so much info to unpack. Mystic, my honest opinion, I feel like three first name guy, Kenneth Arnold, is connected to some Masonic tea. He definitely is. I tried doing a research on him too, and he's not like, nothing is coming up about any type of lineage at all. Okay, so I'm like, there's definitely some tea with that. Okay, definitely some tea with that. As far as the so-called aliens, they have been here always. They always have been, but the whole abduction UFO thing is bullshit. It's true. I do believe in aliens, and that's going to be the next question I ask y'all. Do you believe in aliens? I do believe in aliens, but I don't believe in aliens where the Hollywood is depicting it. Like, I believe in spirituality, but I don't believe in spirituality the way that Hollywood depicts it. right? And a lot of people that are so-called spiritualists are based off of the way Hollywood per, perceives or display what spirituality is. And that's what rubs me the wrong way with a lot of people, because it's not Hollywood, right? A lot of things that they talk about and they do is very much like who said that? And you're not getting this information from people who are connected to some tea, right? Because those of us who actually invested in ourselves, right? Those of us who actually believed in spirituality and said, I want to know all the secrets that are possibly out there. And somehow, some way we got connected with people. Some people paid for it. I ain't judging. I got some spiritual brothers and sisters that paid organizations well over $50,000. They invested a lot of money in these organizations to learn about esoteric information. But either way, we know what we know. And we see people out here claiming that they know shit. It's kind of like, but why your life is not displaying that? If you are more of an ancestral witch than I am, then show us, show us what tea you have. Show us what puts you on a pedestal above everyone else. So I do believe in aliens, but I don't believe in it the way they claim it is, right? The way that they're depicting aliens to be. I don't believe it's that way. For all we know, I can be an alien. For all we know, dogs could be an alien. For all we know, bitch, black folks be like, girl. I mean, there's stories about, and that's something that kind of like gets me going a little bit too. Like, people have stories about white folks being aliens, right? And white folks being scientific people, whatever. I don't know what they claim. Okay. It always amazes me though, because the knowledge that these people get were taught to them by white folks. Remember, once upon a time, if you believe in slavery, black people all around the world was not able to get educated on things. And they destroyed certain people's history a couple of hundred years ago. What makes you think they didn't destroy your history? Hell, we'll take that back. A lot of people in the South, they destroyed your birth certificates and other stuff just within this century. So who's to say that they didn't destroy anything else? Or why wouldn't they destroy anything else to will link you to you being a supreme being? So it's ironic and a bit different that people are saying that white folks are aliens and also the good stuff. But according to human history of how all things came about, black folks came from outside of this realm as well. And then allegedly, it was the blood of the black female that caused plants to come out and blah, 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 and so forth, so forth. So once again, that's alien, that's foreign. You're not from this plane. You're not from this planet, right? I think that people miss the purpose. And I always say this, and I'm going to stick with it. I think people forget that the real issue is not race. The real issue is divinity versus man-made. I think people forget that the real issue is people who are divinely chosen and people who are here to mock that. And that's what it's always been about. It's never been about white and black. They use that to distract you. They use that to say white people are smarter than black people. Black people are smarter than white. Asians have this and black and that, and the allele chromosome and the phenochromosome do this and that. All that was a distraction. The true thing is there was original copies of beings that creators, or we're going to say some elite creators created. And then other beings came along, elite beings, we're not going to say elite beings, but other beings came along and said, I can do what that thing did. I can do what that group of people did. And so they started mocking and they started making images that look just like those things, that look like just like those beings. So now you have people walking around here who are claiming to be like you and I. They could bleed, right? They're human when they're really not. And so that's what it comes down to. And like I said, they distract us with this other bullshit. And that was the whole purpose of me coming out with the alien deception. It is 10:10 right now, y'all. And my phone is at 55%. Can we talk about it? 10:10. 55%, y'all. Hello. Anyway. So, yeah, aliens are real. But not the way they say it is. And a lot of information is It's just fucked up. That's why the world is fucked up. There's a big imbalance going on. And it's nothing to do with man liking man, woman liking woman. We're spiritually involved in this. Physical doesn't matter. If you take out the race and you take out the gender and you take out the body type, you take out the religion, what do you have behind that? It's energy. So the energy is off, and that's why the world is fucked up. I watched this documentary on Tubi, and the documentary talked about the government trying to fake the whole alien invasion thing, even abduction are fake. And the so-called abductees are either with the ish or the government. Right. I just saw something actually from a big like CNN or something where the guy literally got on and was like, I'm a whistleblower. I'm a whistleblower. And I don't have the evidence, but I know someone who has seen the evidence. And it was just kind of like, but if you're the whistleblower, then why don't you have the evidence? So I'm saying all that says that I feel like a lot of this is, once again, is a distraction. And I'm not taking away from anybody who believe, because I mean, that's like me fighting about you believing in God or you not believing in God. That's your belief. You know, I do feel like what you believe in do deter your life, though. It determines your life, not determines your life. I think when people, you know, when their beliefs are a little far-fetched, you know, I do feel like there's something deep within them that there's something going on. That's not my business. And there seems to be a certain type of person too. You don't really see too many, I mean, unless they're like groomed by certain people, certain cultures of people. You don't see too many people of certain cultures coming out and saying that aliens abducted them. You don't see them coming, you know, you don't hear people in the projects or the hood, you know, saying, hey, you know, I was abducted. I was kidnapped by a spaceship. You don't see that. Now, when you do hear about people that are from the ghetto or from the hood that say things like that, they typically are groomed by government officials. And I'm not saying no names, but I'm saying some names. People like Young Pharaoh. And I'm also looking at somebody too behind the scenes, and it dawned on me. There's a man that talks about genealogy. And I do feel like the things that he talks about with genealogy is truthful. But now I'm questioning who's behind him, because he did a video a couple of days ago and he was talking about the alien stuff and how they're real and they've always been here and they're just waiting for the right time to come out. And I'm just like, once again, another ethnic person, I'm just like, somebody is behind you. Somebody is motivating you. Somebody is, and I've been a part of the game before. I've been a part of the game before. And I didn't want to be a part of the game anymore. And a lot of stuff happened. And I'm gonna leave that there. So I've been a part of the game, so I know what the game looks like. I know what, when you're playing the game, what it looks like. So it's like, okay, you're coming out and you're talking about certain things because that's a part of the agenda that's behind you. So now you're part of what else they're gonna be ushering in. Like I said, I'm gonna step out of that because that's not my business. Because you know it is what it is. But anyway, so it says that the government did some experiments to make them think that they were abducted. If you are interested in watching, I will definitely watch it. Yes. And I do believe that too. I do feel like that's why these people look like astronauts, right? These alien gray beings look like astronauts, right? I feel like I do feel like the government do dress up in these suits and they abduct them and then going into the floor being cold. And I'm just thinking to myself that sounds like an operating room. That sounds like a hospital, right? That sounds like something going on medical. That's not giving alien and shit. Like that's giving something else. But it's scary. It's crazy and scary how far the so-called government would go. All the things that have been going on in our sky, our ocean, I feel like, I don't know, like something is waking up. Or all of a sudden the government wants to feel like sharing with us civilians. And out of all things, they can share UFOs and aliens are real. Anyways, thank you so much. Lots of love. Say hi to Mr. Nubis and Miss Bella I will be sitting with my pen and notepad. Ow! Thank you, honey. I do want to say this too. I definitely know that every time something big is coming out that could be beneficial, there's some type of distraction, right? And that's just what I feel. I feel like when something big could come out, when something big is going to come out, they're going to play with the BS. They're not going to really give you the real tea. And they're even going to have, symbols and gestures to come out and to play the role. And so, anyway, very interesting. Very interesting, honey. It kind of reminds me of like these people that will be in America and they were like, I'm moving out of America, y'all. Like the American government is worse. Let's move to Serbia. Or we're gonna go to Colombia. We're gonna go to Brazil or Mexico. And I'm just like, baby, baby. Like clearly you don't got no spiritual insight. Clearly you don't got no spiritual gifts. It's been predicted, and I don't want to scare people, but I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you how things go. It was predicted several years ago, several decades ago, right? Because this is decades now, by a man who used to work for certain people, and this man alleged that before things majorly go down in America, it's going to go down in other countries first. So when people are thinking that they're safe, and maybe they want to be Amari Shakur, I think that's what her name is, Amari Shakur, the lady who fled to Cuba to be protected because she was caught up in some stuff allegedly. If they're thinking like that's what they're going to do in Colombia and all that, like, baby, you're going to be a prized possession. You're going to be how they're going to try to get an embezzlement from the United States of America, because unless you went over there and you went over there legally or you denounce your citizenship, even when you go into other countries, you're still connected to the United States government. And they know everything about you. They know your last time you got on a plane. They know, like, girl, everything's connected to your social security number. Everything's connected to you. So like I said, you will be a trophy. You will be done up. You will be done with before we will. And then when we see that, then that's when we here should be concerned. So don't think about moving to Mexico and stuff. People, once again, I feel like they're part of an agenda. I think when people are talking about you guys need to leave out of America, they're part of something. Because I know people that are not in America that's trying to get here. And they know something that you don't know because they have unfiltered news and information. America filters everything. So once again, I'm concerned about that. Not concerned, but that's a little mind blowing for me. So I do believe in aliens. I do believe they exist, not the way they say they exist. I do believe in what is going on, but not the way they're claiming that it's going on. Once again, I did not mean to say March. I meant to say April. Okay. April of this year, things were down. And then also going into the teenager guy, never even got his name, where they were making up shit and now he want to stay silent and shit. I'm like, honey, it's a little too late. Okay. Before you thought it was cool and, say things fell out the sky, like you should have thought about it. Okay. And that's also know too is some fake shit too, because people ain't showing up to his house. And I don't need to say who, what, when, why, and how, but people ain't showing up to his house. And if people are saying that he was quiet or shut up or, shut down, I'm just like, no, people disappear. You're not going to see them on the computer talking about stuff. Like the YouTube channel will be gone. Everything will be gone, girl. Like they don't need to hide nothing from anybody. Like the person could just be gone. Like we didn't know him before the alien story, and we're not gonna know him after the alien story. So Daddy would have just disappeared. He'd have to come back and rebuttal or come back and discuss, what it is that he got going on. Hold on. So yeah, he'd have to come back and rebuttal anything, right? He could have just disappeared. No one would know anything. It's not like they gave out their address, and I feel like, once again, police officers have staged a lot of stuff. They've had a lot of, police does not mean they have to be honest with you. Just like the news doesn't even have to be honest with you. And I always think about a lot of stuff too, y'all, because I like to do my research, especially when I'm traveling to like small cities and stuff, like in Texas, Tennessee, and all that good stuff. When I go to these little small country towns, even in California, I like to like go to their libraries if they have one to dig up stuff because that's where they hide information at, right? Not everything, but they had a lot of stuff in there. So it's interesting to me that stuff like that make the news, right? But there's other things that are more newsworthy according to documentation that I've seen with in newspaper articles. Not saying the newspaper cannot make shit up, but they would have stories about some real creepy, scary shit. And we're talking about everybody's involved. We're talking about like the government of that city is like shutting shit. Maybe we'll do a video on that. Maybe that'll be a Beyond the Left Gate episode where the government will like shut down the city and say there's an attack on zombies or there's werewolf people. And there are really stories and newspaper articles in America of shit like that. But that shit ain't on the news. That shit ain't on the news. And these things that have been documented like 1800s, 1900s, early 1900s, mid 1900s, late 1900s, early 2000s. And nobody's talking about that on the news. So how ironic is it that everything's talking about alien disclosure and now all of a sudden, Las Vegas, there's like some shit going on. Why couldn't go on in San Francisco? Why couldn't go on in LA? I mean, well, that might be a little too obvious, huh? Right? Exposing energy in San Francisco and saying that there's an alien that landed over there or an alien ship that landed in LA, that will blow the cover of a lot of agencies out there. Blow a lot of shit. So once again, this is why they're gonna play around. It's gonna be little small cities, parts of the world that people don't really care about. And that's how I feel. So anyway, let me see what's up in there, honey, because girl, it's alien deception, girl. YouTube, girl, they don't play with that. They don't play with alien deception, alien cover up, alien fake news, fake this, fake that. They don't play with that. And I don't give a fuck either. I'm not a YouTube partner, girl. I don't give a fuck about that. Come on here, Jolly L. How you doing? Yes, come on here. Let's share. Listen, honey, it is what, 10:23? So listen. I'm gonna get ready and go, y'all. We did a lot. I listen. This is probably the most busiest weekend for me. I finished my class, and they did not tell me. I was under the illusion that this class was a class that was training you for something and I guess that's all classes, right? All classes are training you to for something big, the state exam, right? But either way, our last day, y'all, which was Sunday, they literally was like, everybody coming out the woodwork. Yeah, honey, there's all these students in the class, but raising their hand. Hi, my name is blah, 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 and I'm the Los Angeles Greater Area District, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whoa. And then I got into it with somebody. I told y'all. If I didn't tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all now. I got into it with somebody because this motherfucker was all, they were like, we're going to let y'all go early. And the motherfucker was all like, no. You can take your time. You can take your time. We don't got to go nowhere. Everybody going to hate me right now, but you can take your time. I said, motherfucker, I've been here since 9 a.m. I'm getting bored going over the same shit over and over again and talking about shit I already know. I can read about what they talk about. I can go to the government website to see what the fuck they're talking about. They're just here to give us quality study time. But baby, we can, and girl, that's when one of the instructors said it on Sunday. They said, we're all grown here, and the more hours you have, I mean, you're going to actually pass the state exam. Exactly. So anyway, I let him have, but come and find out daddy was somebody of importance too to the state of California. And I was like, bitch, oh well, what he gonna do? What the fuck he gonna do? Oh well, girl, he will. Oh, well, hi everybody. My name is blah blah, but well, good for you, bitch. And I'm still not over that we stayed extra because your ass. And I said, bitch, thank to his ass. And then another student came on and said, yeah, I was supposed to take my kids swimming yesterday, and I couldn't do it. Anyway, so I did that, but they didn't tell us that there was going to be a quiz at the end of the class. She was like saying we're gonna have fun pop quizzes. So we're like, okay, relaxing. Girl, she said, girl, we're gonna have an hour and 30 minutes to take a quiz. Bitch, 75 questions, not exact what's gonna be on a state exam. But baby, listen, you could only miss 12, I believe. I missed like 16. So I said I need to study a little more. There's a lot to study. They give you 60 days to take the state exam. And literally, you only had like 2 weeks to study before you took the class. So you didn't have that much. So either way, I can absorb a lot. I can read, and pick up what I read. And I can remember what I read. So that's what I'm gonna do, guys. So I did that. I'm excited. I passed it. I have my certificate. And now the next step is fucking state exam to get my motherfucking license. Okay. And then I'll be done. Okay. I'll be done. I'll have one of my goals accomplished. Ow! Bitch! I'm also going to be taking, I believe, some psychology courses because from what I'm going for, they actually said the more credentials you have, the better it will be. And of course, we can never stop learning anything. So I told y'all, I was taking hypnosis classes. I still need to finish some of those classes because it is learn at your own pace. So I need to still get into that. But I'm thinking about going into psychology and helping people that are like rehabilitating, right? Like drug addicts and I feel like that's my calling. I feel like showing people that there's a way out of that, right? And I always tell people that, even going on with y'all, because this is about spirituality, right? And our spirituality comes from us identifying with our spirit, right? Us accessing our spirit energy. And oh my God, I just thought about something right now. I'm going to do another video probably in 2 days. But of course, we put in the work, right? People learned about spirituality like myself, and we figured out, spirit is what's calling out for help, not the flesh. And we figured that, well, drugs and alcohol and other unnecessary things, stress, drama, same thing, it's not going to do nothing but stunt my spirit from breathing and growing, right? It's going to stop me in my tracks, and it's going to cause a spiritual breakdown. And I think a spiritual breakdown is more worse than a physical breakdown. Physical breakdown, you're going to get over it. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Woo. You're going to get over that. A spiritual breakdown, I feel like that's when people really, really hit rock bottom and they become very suicidal. And some people become homicidal. And I think that is a spiritual breakdown. And so going into where I come from, not, the best of the best life, my mom tried to give us the best life, but it was not the best life. And my environment, because that shapes our mentality, that shapes our well-being, right? I learned that there are 7 principles of well-being, and one of them is environmental. So when we're in an environment that is broken, right? However brokenness is, right? There's many examples of brokenness. Broke down cars, graffiti, vermin, roach motels, I don't know, whatever, projects. These are all examples of broken environments. That fucks with your mind. And that makes you very, very crazy. And a lot of people will resort to, I need to escape from that through drugs, through alcohol, through fucking, however they do it, right? And I'm not judging that because that's your business, not mine. But like I said, on the flip side, going into now the spiritual people who are claiming to be spiritually awake, and people that are claiming to be the chosen ones, people are claiming that they're ancestral spiritual people. Now, we have a light bulb that goes off in us when we go through trauma. We shut down, everything shuts down, and something takes over, right? Kind of like our circadian rhythm, right? Like we close our eyes, we go to sleep, you're out of it, but your body still knows to breathe. Your heart still knows to pump. Your vital organ still knows to move. There's something that takes over. And so instead of us saying, I'm going to get high, I'm going to get drunk, I'm going to go do crazy shit, I'm going to do risky stuff, we actually said, I'm going to surrender. I'm going to step back and I want you to come in, spirit. And I feel like that's a lot harder. I feel like that's a lot challenging. I feel like that's a bigger challenge than anything else. I think it's easy to go to the drugs. I think it's easy to go to the alcohol. I think it's easy to go to the obnoxious, you know, gotta show out type of. And I think that's easy to do that when you're having some type of breakdown within you. I think it's harder to step back and say that there's something going on and it's bigger than me. And it's not about people being better than people, because I always said it's not about that. It's not about that. We all have the same opportunity. We all have the same opportunity to do drugs. We all have the same opportunity to smoke, drink, pop pills. We all have that opportunity. We all had it. But once again, thinking about it like, I want a permanent escape. I want a permanent numbness. I want a permanent solution. I want to be done with this. I want to really go through the experience I'm supposed to go through, and I want to be done with it. When that happens, like I said, something takes over, and you really be like, girl, and even going into like my lifestyle change since March, like thinking about a lot of things. Like I never thought I would be doing what I'm doing. I never thought I would be able to go long periods of time, without eating. I never thought that I would be only interested in eating foods that are going to give energy and life to my body. I never thought that I would be even cut myself off for certain energies, right? I never thought that. A lot of things that I'm experiencing, I never thought that I would be experiencing that for the better good. And of course, some people I know who's doing it because of insecurities. Okay, because we're going to talk about that too very quickly, very lightly. Some people I know, they got into the intermittent fasting, they got into the weight loss, they got into the other stuff because they were insecure with who they were. They were insecure with what they saw. They also got tired of paying more money for larger sizes. Okay, that's what one of them told me. They got tired of paying $48.99 for a 3XL when the same top is only $20 in a small. They got tired of that. So of course, when I decided to change my life to prevent health reasons from coming on, because my family have a lot of health issues, and of course, it's not about generational; it's about lifestyle. My family eats very bad, and they put a lot of poisons in their body. So when I was telling friends that I was doing a lifestyle change, some of them tried to be very smart. And that's why I say I don't deal with fucking smart ass people. They try to be very fucking smart. It was like, well, I was saying the same thing to you. And now yeah, but it's not the same purpose. See, it's like you calling somebody a bitch and you're just saying bitch. They kind of let it go. When you say bitch with power, now it's like, wait, why are you calling me a bitch? Same thing with that. There was no real valid reason behind you sharing with me your insecurities. And that's why I dusted that off. It was the insecurity. Once again, you didn't want to fork out the extra money to get your larger size. You didn't want to, you got tired of seeing a big bitch in the mirror. And even when I was overweight, it was spread throughout my body. I didn't have a beer belly. I didn't have like a pregnancy gut or any of that. And I'm not cutting in. I didn't have that. So for me, once again, it was to prevent health issues from coming on. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother motivation. I'm not, changing my lifestyle to get a man. I'm not changing my lifestyle because I didn't like what I seen in the mirror. I'm changing my lifestyle to prevent psychological issues, okay, to keep my anxiety at bay. I did it to prevent health issues from coming on, diabetes, heart disease, kidney issues, blood issues. That's why I'm doing it. So those are two different things. And so once again, that's to motivate me. Okay. It has to be a reason behind something. And if it's no reason behind it outside of you're just insecure, like I said, that's not inspirational to me. That's not like, oh my God, I want to do it too. Because in all honesty, people are losing weight with crazy means. Okay. I'm actually consciously going from, a long time, bitch, of eating whatever I wanted, however I wanted, cookies and cakes, holidays come along, have 7 fucking pies, eat as much as you want to fucking eat, eating all these damn parts. Like, girl, that's the type of family I came from. Even as an adult, bitch, when my money got good, being able to go eat when I wanted to eat. Once again, and I even brought this up to one of my people, like a car. You don't have a car. It's easy for you to say, I'm going to eat healthier. When your money is tight, when you're balling on a budget, like you really are like, bitch, my income is only $1,500 a month. I have to figure out, like, that's totally different. You can consciously say, like, bitch, I don't want to eat fast food. Yeah, because you can't drive to go get fast food. You can order fast food. Once again, if money is an issue, you're not going to pay that extra fee to order that food. So once again, it's harder when you have the car, when you have the finance, when you have the resources to go get these things. And you're like, listen, I'm not going to do that. Instead of me spending this money to go get a cheesecake, because you can afford the whole damn cheesecake if you wanted to. But you're saying, you know what? What's my body gonna feel like though? Like I said, that's a little harder. That's a lot of dedication. Especially if you're going into addiction. That's like somebody being addicted to drugs for like 20 something years, and all of a sudden they just go hurt turkey. That shit ain't easy. That's what that is. So like I said, and it's a continuous thing. March is when I started, bitch, and we're still in. Yes, 4 or 5 months, but we're still consistent with it. Okay. So like I said, that's the challenge. That's the hard part. And of course, once again, getting support. So that's what it's about. So anyway, addiction, help people, rehabilitating, motivating people. That's what I always wanted to do. The thing that I'm actually doing now to go get my state exam, it has something to do with motivation, motivating people to be happy, to change their life, and to do it for you, right? We don't have to have other people motivating us. We don't need, a supermodel to stand in front of us to know that we're overweight and we need to get our life together. Some of us, like me, needs to see your blood work and say, oh my God, I'm almost near that line. Like I'm in a perfect range, but I am almost on that threshold. Like we need that type of motivation to say, bitch, I need to get my life together. And like I said, that's what we need. We really outside people pumping us. And I love that my dietitian, nutritionist, and wellness coach, I love that they motivate. I really do. I love that they motivate. And shout out to my sister Lachey, honey, because they motivated me like, girl, shout out to her too, girl. She lost her weight, girl, doing her thing too. Hello! Making some lifestyle changes too. And it's not about you being sick, but it's about you preventing sicknesses, right? You don't want to be in a hospital. And that's the kind of scared me too. When people are like, when they got diagnosed with certain shit, they were in the hospital for days. I'm like, bitch, I can't have that. Bitch, bitch, I'm sorry. I can't leave my babies at home for days like that. I can't. Yeah, I can't be that. I can't do that. And every time I meet with my wellness coach, too, that's what she's always asking. Like, what's motivating you to stay on the right track? Because they have to document everything. You go do blood work, they do the weigh and all that, so you can't be making shit up. And I told her, bitch, life or death. Bitch, living a good life or living a life on crutches. Like, once again, going into like drugs and stuff, that's what stopped me from ever wanting to do drugs. I'm like, if I'm gonna go through life and stress myself out or have stress, I want to be able to cope with stress naturally. I don't want a crutch to cope with stress. I don't want to be smoking cigarette after cigarette because I'm just so stressed out. I don't want to have to be down and shit because it's like, oh my God, down in my heart. I don't want to have to do that. So that's how it is. I don't want to have to, well, I'm perfectly fine because I'm on meds. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in that life. So anyway, that's me once again. So yeah, girl, I went ahead and girl, I think about taking those courses, motivating, get into that. I don't know if I ever will pursue it, but it's something I want to get into and go from there. And so anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it, y'all. Things are going on. Lots are changing. Shout out to those who were in the ritual that we provided, 777 ritual, honey. We extended it to 2 weeks, so you will be hearing from me over the next few days. Okay. And yeah, girl, we're doing big things. We're doing a lot of things, y'all. So anyway, that's it for now, y'all. I got to go, honey. Shout out to those who made it in here tonight. I know it's a little late. A lot of you are not from, America. A lot of you are on the East Coast, so it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. And you're like, bitch, it's Monday, going into Tuesday. I'm not about to sit on here and deal with your ass. Bitch, fuck you. And that's another thing, too, I want to say this, too, because I don't give a fuck. Okay, let's say this, too, before I go. We did a poll 2 weeks ago. And some bobblehead ass, Bob the Builder ass, shape ass bitches, okay, that could never ever, 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 bitch, on the worst day, on a good day, with a wig on, without a wig, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, bitch. Decided to mop they just molly wop their ass, bitch. I didn't have to molly wop. They molly wop their own asses over to the fucking pole and said, bitch, we don't want to see you. I think if I ever do the meet and greet, I think I would only invite people to come and see me. And people could tell that I'm a very private person. I don't like people in my personal space, right? Especially I know you're a leech. And now I'm going into energy. And I know when people are trying to zap your energy, how to cut that shit in the track and send it back to your ass where you get fucked up right there in a moment. I don't want to be in the presence of someone that's trying to leech off of energy or think that's some type of, fucked up, idea in their mind, thinking that they're going to try to get somebody together and they get fucked up right then and there, they drop dead. And now there's an incident report that has to be made and all the good shit because bitch, it's going to be a real deal meetup. Like we're talking about security. We're talking about in a safe space for everybody, right? Not just me, for everybody. So this is not going to be like anybody can come along because they're doing it. Anybody can book a ticket. That's how that's going to be. So either way, I was only going to invite people who has contributed and people who had really, really been making some moves, right? Anyway, because once again, energy is energy. You think we want to do a meetup and a greet up with people? And I'm just saying, this is something this is somebody. You think I want to do a meetup and greet up with somebody who's going to possibly be at this event for hours or days, moping and sloping and joking about their life and, oh, the life is so miserable. And I'm just so upset right now because I just lost my mom. I just lost my sister. I lost my dog. I lost my cat. Oh my God, poor me. Could you imagine that? Or there's like everybody in the group, everybody have a chance to talk. And there's one person in the group that has to be the victim out of everything. Could you imagine that? I could not imagine that. So, like I said, it would be a very good experience. We'll be in a very nice, establishment. We'll be amongst great company. We'll be amongst people who are working towards something, and some of them already have. They just want more. That's the type of meet and greet I would do anyway. So I'm sure the ones who said they didn't want to see me, I doubt you would even get an invitation. I just want to say that. I just want I wanted to, someone also sent an email and said I was getting dragged by the pole. And I'm just like, drag me then, honey. Drag me by my lace front, bitch. Drag me, girl. Drag me until the wig come off. If that's dragging, let it be dragging, bitch. Girl, my nickname's gonna be fucking dragging, bitch. Let me be dragged if that's what dragging is. But like I said, I know one motherfucking thing, baby girl. Listen, bitch, if we're not what they say, the birds of a feather, bitch, if we're not on the same wing. If we don't have the same ideas, we don't have this, girl, you wouldn't have that opportunity anyway. So I'm pretty sure all of you that said you wouldn't want to meet up, I'm pretty sure you want to get an invite. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to pass the test to come in anyway. I'm pretty sure about that. And don't think I don't know who it was that did the poll to you. Bitch, don't play with me neither. That'd be a gag too, girl. We actually do the meet and greet because we don't do it. And someone who said they didn't want to come decides to send it on over. I'm coming. No, you're not. And bitch, don't gag when you get that email back and say, bitch, you're not invited. Bitch, you're not invited. I'm not like these other girls. We're not doing the meet and greet to expand business or hopes to make this a money-making venture. Okay. This would be a good way to network. This would be a good way to connect with other like-minded people. Some of you may, you may be in an area where you don't have other spiritual-minded people. So that's what this will be. And of course, this could turn into other things, right? In my mind, I won't say that, but I will, I won't get into that. There's something that I had in mind a couple of years ago. And I was like, I really want to do something like that. So that's how that would be. So like I said, for all of you who rushed over to that poll, and I don't want to see you, that's good. Bitch, I wouldn't want you in my presence anyway. And there's no shade with that. Bitch, I wouldn't want you in my presence anyway. Because, bitch, I don't play that little slack tap with you back. I'm the same way I am on the internet, I am in person. Lachey could tell you. Corinne could tell you. Julie could tell you. And another person who don't want to be named could tell you. I'm the same way. Bitch, I'm very cutthroat. I'm very direct. Because, bitch, I'm not afraid of you whooping my ass. So, bitch, I don't like something you're doing. I'm going to tell you, baby, excuse me. I know we got to be professional here. but I don't like how you just did that. And girl, yeah, somebody would get their feelings hurt. So, like I said, you want to be ready for this anyway. Girl, no shade. You want to be ready for this. You want to be ready for this, girl. Hello? So, shout out to those of you who did say that you would come. You know, you more than likely will get an invite anyway. All the ones that comment and say they'll be down to come, you definitely get an invite. Come on in here. The ones that comment and say, Mystic, I'm going to be there. You know, you definitely is going to get an invite. You know, hey, come on out. You know, hey, you know, hello. Okay, baby, because we know how the girls get down. Either y'all are part of, you know, the Eastern Sisterhood, or you're part of some other Caduceus Monaceus tea. We're not going to get into that on here. So I will definitely love to elaborate and collaborate and talk about things that we can't talk about on the internet. Okay, amongst like-minded people. I would love that. I would love that, girl. I would love it. I would love it. And even if you're not on that level, you trying to maybe get there, I would love that as well. So that's pretty much it, girl. That's what I want to talk about. I forgot about that the other day, girl. I forgot. I'm gonna get on here and let these children know that, bitch, anybody bothered by you not coming, okay? Because you don't. I'm sure you don't contribute anyway. I'm sure you don't take a class. I'm sure you haven't paid for casework. I'm sure you haven't bought shit. If you have, it was years ago. I'm pretty sure it's nothing new. It's nothing recent. Okay, I'm pretty sure. So like I said, we're not bothered by that, okay? And I don't, you know, I don't want to be like, girl, we're gonna do this event, and girl, you know, people are saying, well, anyway, because I'm not cutting. I'm just saying, you know, bitch, if it's not for you, it's not for you, okay? And I really don't think the meetup will be for most of you, okay? That's it. That's it, girl. Anyway, honey, so I'm gonna go, y'all. I had a very long day. Yes, I sound energetic because, baby, we had some energy drink today. Well, not really energy drink. It was B6, B1, B12, collagen, and aloe vera. Aloe vera, that was it. So that's it, girl. I'm going to drink my Premier, the rest of my Premier. And, girl, maybe eat like 1 or 2 hot Cheetos because my window of eating is closing in 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes, 43, 43 minutes. So I'm going to finish this, eat my hot Cheetos, relax myself, and y'all, that's it. Anyway, the next question would be, and I'm going to put this poll up probably in 2 days. What would the next episode? What would be the next episode? What would y'all like for the next episode? I'm thinking about getting into something with witchery. Oh, that's gonna make some people mad. That's gonna make some hoes mad. Some witchy hoes mad. I'm thinking about getting into like witchery, maybe vampire tea, maybe like some, yeah, I think we dropped the alien thing, you know, hard, you know, the first time. I want to get into like some Marilyn Monroe tea. I want to get into some Mae West tea. I want to get into a lot of tea. Okay. And the good thing about Beyond the 11th Gate is that I can pass it on as a conspiracy. Because see, they, you know, they can't come back and try to get me. You know what I mean? They can't come back and try to get me. You know, and they don't know where I got the information at. They don't know who I talked to get information at. You know, for all they know, I could just be making this shit up. It could just be at the top of my mind, where I could just be like, girl, Kenneth Arnold, Albert Arnold is not a real person. Like, they don't got to know that, right? So the good thing about Beyond 11th Gate, we could talk about stories that I've done my research on the main web and the dark web. And maybe I got a book or two over here about the topic. But we can make it to where, like I said, they don't know where it came from. It could be speculations. So I'm gonna worry about, you know what they say, the people are watching and shit. I don't gotta worry about that. Because, bitch, who am I? I'm a little YouTuber, a little boring ass YouTuber that nobody wants to watch. Who am I? You know, where do I get the information from? You know what I mean? Like, who would tell me this information about the Ted Bundy situation and you know, Jeffrey Dahmer and all these other mysterious murders that have never been caught, the Zodiac killer and shit? Like, how would I know that information? You know, so is it my opinion? Okay, what did the bitch say? She said it is a, no, hold on. We got to get it verbatim, bitch. Hold on. We got to get this shit verbatim. Give me one moment. Bitch, wait, hold up. I got to check this message verbatim. Let me tell you what she said. Hold on. Let me tell you what this bitch said. Right here. Fuck this bitch. Bitch, stay blessed. Your mama too. Bitch, fuck her. Fuck that bitch. Ain't with that. Girl want to chase some dick and now want to call me. Bitch, bye. You wasn't trying to call earlier, girl. You chasing dick and shit, girl. No, we ain't in that no more, girl. If it ain't got no money, girl, we don't want it. Okay? Hello? So this what this bitch said before I go. Because I'm gonna say this verbatim. Hold on. Let me get this message. Where is the message at? Where is it at? Hold on. Where the message at, honey? Is it right here? This is what she said verbatim for the comment. She actually flipped it, right? So this way you know that someone has some type of mental illness. So anyway, mental problem. So she actually said this is all based on, this is going back and forth with messages. She said that this is all based on, hold on. This is all based on, wait a minute. That, what? She said this is all based on a blah, 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 undocumented opinion. Blah. So I said what, y'all, because I'm going through the message right now. One of the emails got deleted because I'm looking for it right now and I don't see it. Because I sent this one to respond back to that. And then mysteriously, the emails ain't there. Wait a minute, girl. She said it's unadvised opinion. Just all this bullshit, girl. There's a lot of shit here, girl. She said a lot of shit here. There's a lot of shit in this whole damn email, girl. She sent me a whole fucking paragraph. Unbiased, bitch, opinion with no substance and all sort of bullshit, bitch. An opinion without a substance, bitch, is everybody's fucking opinion. Bitch is my opinion. I said the fuck I said, okay. So anyway, y'all. Let me go, girl. Let me go. Bye, y'all. Love and light. You spend missing.blogspot.com, y'all. Like I said, let me go. Let me finish my shake. Let me go wash up too, girl. Just finished working out. Nice and good, girl. Okay. And look, my baby. She's like, Mama, you ready to go? You ready to go, Mama? I know. I know. Anyway, y'all. Bye for now, y'all. Shout out to Lachey and Jolly L, honey.